200 university with no tuition fee for you to apply to and without any admission application fee. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you a critical information about getting scholarship in Europe especially, right? So this particular funding opportunity we are looking at today have this privilege or give you this privilege to actually get a monthly scholarship payment of €934. And when you get this, you can actually use this to pay for your expenses. And if you also look at this section here, it says payments towards your health, accident, personal liability insurance is also covered. Okay, we just need to understand the information about each of these scholarship opportunity, and when you understand what you need to do at what point, it will actually be easy for you to actually or quickly get funding in anywhere you are applying to. You will not only get all of these, but also your travel allowance will also be included in this package. And there's also an annual study allowance of 460 euro for you as an international student. How can you apply? What are the programs that are available? If we come to this section right here, you are going to see that there are 182 scholarship options that are available in today's video, right? But this is not only limited to this, right? If you also come to this page right here, you are going to see that there are 1,787 English taught programs that you can enjoy from this program alone. So what I want to urge you to do right now is to make sure you sit back, you relax, and watch this video to the very end to have better understanding of what you need to do at what point. A lot of people are looking for scholarship opportunity, but not everybody is doing what is required of them to get that particular funding that they are actually looking for. Okay, so when it comes to scholarship application, it starts from you starting your application in the right way. And one of the things I always try to make sure I do or I show you on this platform is the application requirements. Meeting requirements is something very, very important that a lot of people are missing out on, and this is the factor that drives the decision around your admission application. If you are going to be selected or being awarded any funding in any university, meeting requirements is king. And missing out on any of these is actually one of the key factors you've not been getting that funding you are looking at. Okay, so let's quickly go through all of this information and see the requirements you need to follow to be one of the best person who is going to submit the best application in this funding opportunity for you in Europe. This is not focusing on a specific university, but in general, we are focusing on all the universities that have funding for you today in Europe, where you can actually get funding opportunity. And this is why I'm here showing you 182 scholarship option for you to select from to apply right now in Europe. Okay, so if at any point you think this information is useful for you, make sure you actually click on the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and make sure you drop your comment if you have any question. If you are new on this channel, welcome on board and thank you for tuning in to my channel today. This is Travel with Mav, and on this channel I give you best of information about study abroad, work abroad, and migration tips that will actually make your migration as easy as possible. So you don't want to miss out on any important update on this channel. This is why I'm advising you to click on that subscribe button so you get notified. And if at any point in your admission application you have issues or you have a stopping block navigating any information through the process, you can actually hit me up on Instagram, Travel with Mav, on Facebook, Travel with Mav, and here on YouTube, Travel with Mav, for any advice. Okay, so let's quickly walk through all of the information we need to know about this particular funding opportunity today. Okay, so if you come to this section right here, you are going to see that right on this page, only those who actually meet all the necessary requirements are able to continue or to process all the application directly to the university. Okay, so one thing I actually advise people to make sure they do at all time is to make sure they check requirements. Now, what are the important information about this funding opportunity today? Okay, so I will actually show you what this funding is called. This is called the Deutsche Akademische or Student German Academic Exchange Services. All of these are just long name. Once you hear the word DAAD, this is a funding opportunity that majorly targets people who are looking into scholarship in Europe. Okay, so if you are thinking you need to get yourself here, you need to make sure you adjust your color and sit up for information. Okay, so what now? First thing I want to drive you through how I got to this page, right? So first you need to come to the DAAD scholarship page, information page, right? And when you get to the DAAD information scholarship page, you are going to, this is majorly funding platform, right? You are going to see DAAD funding programs, and if you scroll down, you are going to see a lot of information right here, but it will be difficult for you to navigate this. So the best option for you is to actually come to the bottom of the page right here. When you get to the bottom, click on find scholarship, and it will bring you directly to this page where you find information about scholarship and funding. Okay, so when you get here, you need to scroll down and you are going to see international students can apply to numerous organizations for a scholarship, and for example to the DAAD especially. To party related foundation or business affiliated institution, you can find information on various scholarship opportunity right here. Okay, so now we need to find the scholarship and we need to find the relative program. Okay, so if you want to find the relative program right now, the best thing you can actually do right now is to click on find program or find scholarship, and when you come here, you are going to see on this page that here is finding the scholarship information page. And if I try to expand this page, you are going to see that we have different funding opportunity, study scholarship, master study for all academics discipline, which means no matter the type of program you are looking to apply to, you can actually find programs here, right? And if you also scroll down, you are also going to see some other ones, which is majorly research grants in German, study scholarship for STEM discipline. And if you also scroll down, you also see research grant doctoral program in Germany, research grant by national supervised doctoral degree Kotutel. Okay, so if you scroll down, you can see there are almost 37 pages with all of these different scholarship funding opportunity for you to apply to. To make the work easier for you, you can then click on each of them to see the information about each of these funding. So if you scroll down here, you can see that I click on the one that says STEM. And when you click on this one that says STEMs, you are going to see different information about all of the steps you need to take to be able to be one of the participants. Okay, so the value of the funding is what I've shown you at the beginning of the video. Okay, you're also going to get monthly rent subsidy, monthly allowance for a company member or family, which shows that if you plan to move with your child or you plan to move with your wife, you are able to actually go ahead to get opportunity for them. Okay, it is not enough that you migrate abroad alone, but also migrating with your family is one of the reasons you actually want to move abroad, right? So it is a win-win for you, especially. Now, when you get to this stage, you need to read what value this scholarship covers, and then you are able to go ahead to start. Reimbursement of carbon offset payments for airfare, okay, which means when you move to Germany, you get reimbursed. Okay, to allow you to improve your German skill, the DAAD offer the following benefits on application only for a funding period of more than 6 months. Payment of course fee for an online language course after receipt of the scholarship award letter. So you need to put that in quotes after the receipt of the scholarship award letter. Okay. If necessary, German language course Germany before the start of the research project, especially, which means it will make you actually be able to communicate efficiently or effectively with other people in your research area. And this actually means that you can then be able to communicate in a minimal way, which will actually reduce or improve you being able to get more opportunity if you are only speaking English. I will not hide this from you. Learning German or learning Italian, learning Spanish, learning Portuguese, or learning French in any of the country, depending on the country you are moving to, learning the country language is an added advantage to you as individual who is planning to move to any country. So whatever the case is and you plan to move to any country, make sure you put in mind that you are going to learn that country language, except you are not looking into a long time option for yourself or for the dependents that follow you to that country. Moving to France, learning French is an opportunity. If you learn French, you can move to any other French or Francophone speaking country to say, and it will make your life easy. Moving to Portugal, learning Portuguese, and this will make you be able to actually move to other country that also speak Portuguese. Okay, so it is a win-win for you because language barrier is one of the difficult things that people face when it comes to migration, and this is what especially limiting a lot of people back to apply or start application to any program, any university, any opportunity they see online on the internet, which is limiting them to it. So you don't want to be limited. I'm just advising you in general that it is also good to learn languages. Okay, so if you then come back to this page, you see every information you need to know. And if you also scroll down, in case of disability or chronic illness on application, a subsidy will be provided for you, right? So this is one of the things you need to put into consideration. What this funding opportunity have for you in package is very, very important as an individual. Okay, so when you are sure you want to start your application, the selection criteria are academic qualification, academic achievements, course of study, knowledge of language of instruction or working language. So if you want to select a program that is taught in English, you must make sure you have proficiency in English. And if you are someone like myself who come from Nigeria, which is my home country, or you come from Ghana, you come from any other country where English has been your first language of instruction, it will be good for you to actually go ahead to apply to English taught program. Like myself, I study in a country where English has been the first language of instruction. Okay, even though I come from Nigeria where English has been the course of instruction. So you need to be careful when you are submitting your application if you are someone in my shoe. Okay, meeting all of this is not enough. You also need to check out this potential of the applicant, motivation, academic and personal reason for the stay in Germany is also important. Okay, German language skills if different from the working language, prospects, significance of the stay in Germany for further academic, professional and personal development is one thing you need to put into consideration as individual. Okay, so extracurricular commitments. In addition, the selection committee will give due consideration of aspects of equal opportunity on which you can provide information in the application form when you are submitting this. Okay, so disability, chronic, all of these are things that will be considered during your application as well. And if you scroll down or if you go up, you're also going to see application requirements. You know, I won't miss that. So if you want to see the application requirements, you then need to show or click this, right? But before I go, I want us to also come here, where you see application procedure, and when you click on that, it will say show application procedure. When you click on this, it will take you to a separate page where you can see information about the application procedure, right? And when you scroll down, it will then tell you to select or make field selection. Okay, please select your status and your country to enable you to submit an application. So depending on wherever you are coming from, you want to make sure you select the appropriate information. So when I select a graduate and I select my home country, which is Nigeria, right? When I select my home country, you can see that Nigeria is not on this list, okay, of the people who can actually participate in this. So if you come right here, it said your status or country is not listed. If your status or country is not included in the list, you can apply for this. You cannot apply for this scholarship program. So to ensure that only scholarship program for which you are eligible to apply to show below the status and country in the column. So you must make sure you don't just start your application, because we have the application button here and someone can just go ahead to go and start the application. So you need to go back to the previous page to check more of this funding opportunity where you think you can find your own country of residence or country where you are coming from. Then you are able to submit your application. Okay, so if I click on another one right here and I click on application, okay, so because I'm from Nigeria does not mean I should not make video about this particular one for people who are eligible, right? So if you are coming from any of the country that has been listed here, you can still go ahead to actually start your application, right? So you see all the country that can still participate in this, and you see them right here. So you can still start the application, which of this country where you actually come from. Okay, so let's check the other one, if my home country is also there or not. And one thing, I'm going to start from here, and I can actually start from here, and you can see Nigeria is still not on this list. Okay, so if Nigeria is still not on this list, that does not mean that other people cannot apply to this. Okay, so when you actually come here, you are going to see that other countries are listed here and they are able to submit application. So you want to check if your own country is there. I will not just make a random or generic video for you and not giving you the specific information. It is important you check the requirement for your own home country, because it will be different from my own home country. When the German opportunity card comes out, a lot of countries have different information regarding their own country and the process or the procedure they need to follow to submit their application. And same is applicable or applying to you. Okay, so if you come to this page right here, this is where I want to show you more. You can then see English Taught Program, and when you see English Taught Program, you can see we have 1,787 programs that are available right here. So what you need to do at this point is to take your time, do a quick search of all the related program you are looking at. And if you are someone who is looking into admission support, you can actually reach out to me for admission support, and I will make sure I guide you through step by step. One thing I do is I make sure I provide you that folder where you upload all your documents, where I also give you a support file where you provide all the information needed, and you provide, or you have the opportunity to list at least 6 programs you want to apply to. Okay, so at this point I look around to schools that have your program, then we start your admission application for you. Okay, so if you come to this page right here, you can see that we have a lot of English Taught program, right? So if you are looking into only English Taught program, then it is also a good one for you to actually start your quick search right from now. Okay, so if you are someone who want to start your application, I will advise that you first make a search of your program. And when you come here, you can see either you are looking for bachelor, either you are looking for masters, whatever the case might be for you. Make sure you select appropriately. Okay, English Taught program, then field of study. You can then look at, let's say, I'm looking at IT, information technology, agriculture, arts, engineering, language, culture, okay, medicine. So this should be under engineering. 365 programs are available. Okay, all of these one. Okay, so when we do, let me take a break and go back. When I first make the search of the English Touch program, or if I uncheck this and come here straight, you can see that we have, I also uncheck this. If I come here, you see that we have 1,787 English Touch program that are available, right? So when I say, or when I actually pick this, it will not give me the right information I needed. So I need to make sure I start from here by saying master program. Then when I say master program, I will then say English Taught Master Program. It then reduce the list. Then I'll say field of study. Then I'll say engineering. Okay. So here we have 365 engineering program. Then I can do a search. But before I do a search, I want to scroll down. You're going to see 180 cities to study in, 235 participating institutions, which means not limited to just one university, but 235 universities are participating in this funding opportunity. And there are 68 subjects that are available right here. Okay, so this is the generic information that you can find right on the funding page, and it is majorly international program in Germany. Okay, so I specifically go to the German section. Okay, then if I do a search right here, when I do a search, I can then scroll down. Okay, so if you go through this page, this particular page, it might be difficult for you to quickly navigate, right? But if you go through this other page right here, you might have luck of quickly looking into program that suits you or fits the program that you are looking at, right? So you want to make sure that you take your time, go through all of this information one after the other, and don't rush. Take your time so that you get the best of the information that you can find on the portal. Okay, so now we have all of this. So here you can then do a search of the program that you are actually looking at. Okay, so if you've not subscribed to this channel, make sure you do well to click on that subscribe button. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Travel with Mav. If you want to join my WhatsApp group or WhatsApp channel, do well to check the description of this video. You are going to see all the necessary links you see to join my WhatsApp platform. Okay, so here you can then do a quick filter of the program you are looking to apply to. Then it will be more easier than going through this particular page, right? The first one where we have all the list of scholarship that are here. Okay, so when you then come here, you can see mode of study, you can see fully online, fully on site. Okay, let's start from the top. Okay, so you want to select your subject. You can then do a filter down, right? And if you come to course language, we've selected English already. And if you also come to mode of study, fully online, fully on site. Okay, so if I click on fully on site, it reduces the list, right? And when you also scroll down a little bit, you are going to see city, type of institution, tuition fee. Okay, and under here is where you say no fee. And when we say no fee, we have 200 of this university who is not going to collect tuition fee from you, and this is the best way for you to actually find scholarship in Europe today. Okay, so I think the best caption for this video is 200 university with no tuition fee for you to apply to, and without any admission application fee. Okay, so make sure you do well to check out all of this, and you can see, you can do the search or do the filtering in your own way. Okay, so just make sure, this is why I always say make sure you stay with me in any of the video to have best of information on what you need to do at what point in time, right? Okay, so let's scroll down. You can see there are a lot of program right here. From this place, you can then decide on which of this program you really want to start your application to. Okay, because we've done the justice to identify the ones that are majorly with no tuition fee, especially, which is over 200 of them, right? So then you can then say you want to start your application. Note, most of them will be closed at the time you are coming across them. Most of them will also be open. So you want to make sure you check adequately or properly to be sure when the portals are open. So when I pick one of this program, which is Applied Research in Computer Science, here it says degree, Master Science, teaching language is also English, course ahead in English, 3 semester winter. Application portal is open during the following application period. So from 5th November to 30th November for the following summer semester. Note, for 15 April to 30th May. So if you are looking to apply for this program now, you need to wait till November. So check your own program. I can be checking out of 306 or 306 program to know which, or to be checking through all the deadline for you, right? 200 programs, right? To be checking which of them currently have deadline open. So this is where your own work now comes in. Then you are able to actually start your own application. Tuition fee per semester is none, right? Joint degree or double degree, okay, is also there. The information is there for you. Can read through all of this information. I hope this information in today's video has actually be properly explained to you for you to make decision if you are going to apply to these universities in Europe today. And if you think you are one of the person looking for funding, make sure you carefully curate your information to submit your application. In everything you do, you don't want to miss out on applying to schools, right? So you want to make sure you carefully submit your application so that when you are submitting your application are being seen in a way that can actually stand out in any way. Okay. Remember, if you need admission support, you can actually reach out to me for your admission support. If you have any other separate question, make sure you do well to actually reach out to me as well so that I can give you support in any way. For your one-on-one consultation call, reach out to me on Instagram. Okay, so this is all I have for you in today's video. And till then, I'm going to catch up with you in another one. Thank you. Peace out.